So the president posted again today about the possibility of $2,000 dividends from tariff revenue that would be going to low and middle income families. Now, we don't have the details on who exactly is getting this, how it would be calculated, how it would be distributed, but I wanted to give you 5 thoughts on the potential proposal. First, affordability has been a major concern for a lot of Americans. And you see this in the consumer sentiment readings, right? People are concerned about tariffs and the impact on prices. A $2,000 payment could alleviate some of that anxiety as well as that pressure in the wallet. Number 2, though, this is on the flip side, there's concern it could cause more inflation. You go back to summer of 2022, where we saw the recent inflation highs under the Biden administration. A lot of economists attribute that to the pandemic stimulus checks. And so in this case, it would kind of be like another stimulus check, more money in circulation, more demand, that could potentially lead to higher prices. 3, we actually don't know if this dividend would take the form of a new check because Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent suggested it could just take the form of tax reductions, like no tax on tips or no tax on Social Security benefits. 4, some of this tariff revenue that could go toward these checks would be at risk if the Supreme Court strikes down the legality of some of the tariffs. Remember, the government would have to pay potentially some of that back to the businesses. And finally, the president said the leftover tariff revenue after these $2,000 payments would go to paying down the national debt. A lot of investors I've talked to would rather see all of that tariff revenue go to pay down the national debt.
Okay, interesting. I didn't even think about if we didn't receive the dividend check or whatever in terms of like actual checks, but in other avenues, you said one of them like not paying taxes like on certain things. I mean, I guess that could be okay. And I feel like again, a check would be better than that. I'm trying to think of like something else that I could see the 2,000 going towards for everybody that the government could just push, but I can't really think of anything at the moment. Let me know in the comments if you guys have anything in particular you think could work for this outside of again just receiving $2,000 check. Kind of at this point, I don't really trust a lot of the things that the government has been doing forever. Towards people, like will it really be in our best interests regardless, or will it seem that way for like a few months and then after that we're back at square one?